One man, alone in the wilderness of a changing world, with just his phone, his skills, and the will to carry on, by surviving Northwest Arkansas.
This is Aaron, star of Surviving Northwest Arkansas, and I'm here at beautiful Pea Ridge National Military Park in beautiful Benton County, Arkansas. The office is closed right now because of things, and so really all I have to go off of is this brochure. Thousands of years ago, there would have been millions of soldiers out here. No, it wasn't that. It was like 118. It was somewhere in the 1800s. Somewhere in the 1800s, there would have been hundreds of soldiers in this wooded area preparing for battle. Today, there's just me and the squirrel over here. Too much reading. Now I'm coming up on the east overlook. Here, about 150 yards down the path, is the best view of battlefield in the park. Exhibit panels in the shelter explain stuff. These guys were involved somehow. This is a beautiful place where you can look out over the battlefield and see where the battle might have taken place. I imagine there were cannons. I can see some cannons. They're really far away down there. And maybe cannonballs flying around. Oh, explosions. Here we have some more explosions, and it was the grandest thing I ever saw. I can imagine if I were here on the eve of battle that I would have been terrified. It's always a good idea just to stop and take in the whole panorama of history. Okay, well, that's probably good enough for that. We'll stop at some other places. I think one of the ways you can learn most about the war is by looking through some of the letters that soldiers sent back to their family.
My dearest Marcia, I am stationed on the eve of battle in the beautiful Pea Ridge National Military Park. There's a ridge of peas here so long that it stretches into the heavens, such that you can make that cold pea soup you're so fond of for days. If I could see you IRL, I would kiss you on your face. JK, LOL, I know we're not married yet, unless you're down. If you don't hear from me, it's probably because my head fell off from cannonball collision and not because of this gorgeous gal I met down at Elkhorn Tavern. Your handsome lover, General Billy.
I haven't seen any peas myself, but that letter was great. I found like some Civil War treasures, a cannonball or a cannon or a musket. All will be taken back to a museum. It belongs in a museum. I think they should hang that up in barbershops so you can get ideas for hair and mustache styles. The Civil War is famous for its zigzaggy wooden tree-like fences. It's always good during an adventure to stop off and have a libation. This is the Elkhorn Tavern, and I now realize it's not what I thought it was. I really wanted to get inside so I could do a ghost hunt, you know, because people, Civil War, people say that. I don't know if they say that about here, but every time you hear something about ghosts, I was going to go in there and try to check for some spirits, but the door was locked. But what I did find was a cannon. Now this cannon here is like what they might have used in the Civil War times to shoot cannonballs at people. And as always, the cannons are protected by ziggity-zaggity fences. Oh, we march along a ziggity-zaggy fences made of trees. That sounds more like Monty Python. If there are any ghosts, will you unlock the door? I'm just gonna call that one a bust. That's more Civil War-like. There's nothing about the fences. Somebody needs to mow the grass. Now, originally, we were up there on that ridge. Maybe it was the Pea Ridge, looking out over this battlefield. And now we're down here where we have some more cannons and stuff like that. Maybe we could do one of those like Civil War things where they zoom in on the pictures and tell more of the story.
The battle that saved Missouri for the Union. Keeping Missouri in the Union was a prime. I'm just reading from the brochure that I got. There's no reason for me to do a voice because the brochure surely wasn't written by a guy from the Civil War times. No, because then you would have to have knowledge of the future. So there's a battle, And that's really all the time I have.
Well, here in beautiful Pea Ridge National Military Park in beautiful Benton County, Arkansas, this is Aaron with Surviving Northwest Arkansas.